Hi, Jen Pacici here again with my brightly colored t-shirt in my brightly my brightly colored room. Let's talk about how to stop worrying about what will happen with your art career, what will happen to your paintings, what will happen to your solo play that you're writing. Let's talk about detaching from that and letting go of obsessing about the outcome. So I mentioned the other day in that other video about positive what ifs that I hope you're doing. I hope you're positively what ifing. That the idea of making art for art's sake can get lost. I didn't say those exact words, but the point of making stuff, whether you are dancing or writing music or planting a garden or making dinner, it's about the being in the flow. It's about the joy of creating. Like for me, painting, I just, I don't think all those negative what ifs. I don't have all that stuff. That stuff comes later. And I wonder if that happens to you too. Like when you're creating, it's great. But then when you're done creating, then you start thinking like, is this ever gonna sell? No, this is terrible. I hate this. Like you get so in your head. So if you want to feel better, if you want to stop caring so much and obsessing so much about like what will happen with your art career, what will happen with your creative business, what will happen in general, you can detach from the outcome. I think I've mentioned detaching before. Detach. Like if something is going well, this happened to me actually. Back in 2018, things were going quite well. I had a part-time job, like very part-time. My daughter was young back then. And things were going seemed pretty well in my selling paintings in my art business. So I was making as much money selling paintings, as I was at my part-time job. So I was like, well, if I didn't have my part-time job, then I could, make even more money painting. But what started to happen is, so a good thing was happening, right? But I was getting so in my head about what if that stops? What if this doesn't work anymore? Even though something good was happening, I was obsessing about the good thing. And so it was it felt like that inside my soul. So detaching entirely from the outcome, detaching entirely from worrying about what would happen would have been really helpful. I did not do that. And I had a very difficult 2019. I was very this, I have to do this and this and this. And it was unpleasant. And whatever, I've come back, I've come around. But the same thing goes for negative thoughts. Thoughts can get obsessive, right? Really quickly. So even if you're having negative thoughts, no one's ever gonna buy this, everyone hates me, I don't have enough followers, no one's ever gonna love me. Okay, so that is the same thing. You're thinking if someone, I keep looking over here at this beautiful painting drawing over here that I wish I could go touch it right now. You are obsessing really about the outcome, in the moment. Are you being attacked by a rabid raccoon? I assume not. Are you being forced out of your home in this exact moment? Did you file for bankruptcy right now? If you did file for bankruptcy today, I don't know what to say. It'll be okay. Eventually it will be okay. We're just humans for a short amount of time. It will be okay eventually. You never know. Give yourself a positive what if. What if filing bankruptcy was the best thing that ever happened to me? Okay, so you're detaching from the outcome while you create, and all the time. So I'll put paintings on for sale, and then I'll get all is anyone gonna buy them? And then you go forward what does that mean if no one buys them? No one loves me. No one cares about me. No one likes my work. I have no talent. You know what I mean? It goes down. So you're probably wondering, okay, how, Jen, do I detach from the outcome? The answer is you have to come back to the present moment. You can do nice things for yourself. You can practice just closing your eyes and just that scared part of you that's talking, you, like the higher self you, can talk to it. You can be like, hey, I see you. Do you want to talk about it? You can just talk nice and quiet. Like it's a rabid raccoon that you're trying to calm down. Just be nice and quiet with it. You can let it answer. It's okay. I had to do this just today. I had an eye appointment. My daughter is at camp. This time is precious. And I went, and then I sat for more than an hour, and I was like getting all riled up, and I was like, this is my time. I shouldn't have to sit here. I should be doing whatever. And then I did that. I talked down. I talked to myself, not down to myself, but I just like talked myself down. I was like, I hear you. It's okay. You're really frustrated right now. This sounds insane. I did this in my head. I was not doing this out loud at the eye doctor place, but it feels so good. It made me feel so much better. I was like, oh, okay. I was heard. I can calm down now. So that will help you bring you back to the moment in some ways, because you're actually like, instead of trying to avoid hearing that and like pushing it down, you're actually listening to it. So that helps. But anything that you can do to bring you back to right now, because if you're worrying about what will happen in the future, you have no idea what will happen. There is no possible way to know for anyone ever. So you might as well stop trying. So instead, come back to right now. You can do what, I'm just on a first name basis with him, what Eckhart says, and just take in a couple conscious breaths, a conscious breath in, a conscious breath out. What does conscious mean? It just means you're paying attention. You're noticing the breath going into your body. You're noticing the way it feels when you exhale. You're just in this moment. That will help you detach from the outcome, but you have to be consistent doing it. So anytime you notice yourself with a what if, anytime you see yourself like worrying about the outcome of this thing you're creating, one, you're taking yourself way out of the creative flow when you worry about what will happen after. And two, it just doesn't feel good. It's distracting. Does it look like the flowers in my hair? Like I'm from like Hawaii? Visiting Hawaii? That would be nice. So really the key to detaching from good and bad thoughts that you find yourself like getting kind of like spun up about is to just come back to right now. Come back to right now. Take a breath, make more art if that brings you into the present moment. Lately, I have been going outside. I can see it back there. I have a big silver maple. I have been lying down underneath it and looking at it. You could picture something beautiful. Close your eyes and picture your favorite colors, or picture like the sound of your favorite thing or your favorite smell. Mine is brownies. Just do something that brings you back to now, because now is all you ever get. A piano, probably not here in my home, but a piano could fall onto you as you're watching this video, and worrying about the outcome of your latest painting will have been all for nothing. So that is my advice for today for how to feel better in your art business. Detach from the outcome by staying in the present moment.